Hello, I'm Wesley, and today I'll be showing you my barn, horses, future projects, as well as the ones I'm working on right now. First, this is my round pen that I built out of pallets, and my outdoor arena as of right now. Eventually, this is going to be not made out of pallets, and I'm going to redo it as well as this, and I'm gonna board it in. We're gonna put more sand in, have better footing. There's sand under the snow, but I would rather have it a little bit deeper, and it needs a bit more work with the rocks and stuff. So we're gonna have some professionals do that during spring or summer this year. And then put a roof over it. It's one of the goals. So like a carport with a roof. Like a carport, but just like a roof over it. That way when it does snow, I'll have a complete sand arena to work in. And yeah, those are the two projects I'm gonna work on next year. But right now, can't really work on those with the snow. Next, we have my makeshift right now. Well, not really makeshift. But my tack room, which is not really a tack room, but it's my trailer, and this is where I am storing most of my saddles and all that stuff that I ride in. Because my wash rack and grooming rack, well, grooming stall, I guess you could say, is snow covered, and you can't really access it. So I bring them down from the barn through here, tie them, groom, get their saddles and stuff on them, and ride. But yeah, this is my, for now. In the summer, I'll show you what I do in the summer. My tack and feed room. It's just usually where I store my saddles and everything. However, I can't groom them and tack them up over here, so right now it's storage.
Yeah, you! Quick! What are you videoing?
My barn. So this is the barn, but that goes down there for pasture. So this is the barn full of horses. This is Riggs. He's the old man. He does my gymkhanas, barrels, poles, ropes, cows. He's my trusty handyman, so I can use him for practically anything. But he's pretty much retired. I had to get him out of the barn because they were being impatient, so I just let him out. But this little mare, she's a little mare, so she's my project right now, actually, and I'm getting her broke, ready for being put on a pattern. She's not necessarily broke. She is a walk trot, lope a little, in the round pen. I don't trust her much. She's a little bit opinionated, but she's getting there. She's wants to learn. She does want to learn. She's getting a lot better. And then we have Dipper, my Appy. He's my overall good boy most of the time. He's my Western pony. So, he does English, jumping. He loves jumping, so there's that. He's kind of has a grumpy face right now. You have a grumpy face. So, he does practically everything. Ropes, cows, barrels, pulls. However, he doesn't like barrels or pulls, so I decided to try going English, and he took to that tomorrow, so he's already a 90 centimeter pony, and after only being in English for okay, it cut me off. So he went to 90 centimeters in 3 months, so he's honestly a really good horse. Got Reynolds, the last one. He's an a-hole, but we love him. He's a 4-year-old, and he's my barrel prospect. He's the 1D barrel money horse, so he was bought for my competitions down the line, and he's getting trained so far. Right now he's sitting a little bit, which isn't going to hurt him because he is 4. So we did have x-rays done. His bones are fused. He's good to ride. But still, he's still 4 and takes time. Don't want to make him blown up like some horses get when they go on barrels. So he's just having the time of his life in the pasture with his best friends. This is the a-hole, which is the massive a-hole. This is the one you have to watch out for when you're riding, because some days she wants to work, some days she doesn't. That's fine, but she does have a nice little buck, and she's broke, but really it's on her own terms, really, some days. But she's super sweet. She runs this pasture, so she's definitely the boss. And so far, she's a really easy keeper. Because I was going to get rid of her, sell her, because I don't really know if she's going to be a barrel horse like I want her to. But I have hope that she will be a barrel horse or a pole horse or something along the lines. Be a solid citizen down the line. She's 8. So she's got time to improve. But she wasn't broke until she was 7. And that was because of me. I got on her and started working with her a year ago. That's when I bought her. So far, she's doing a lot better. And she's going to make a little nice pony. And of course, Ricky Man, I already showed you Ricky. So, the projects we're working on next year, well, during spring, this spring, this is all going to be turned into pasture. It's a little slope, there's a little slope right here, but then it's all flat at the bottom. So we're going to turn all this into pasture to give them more room. It's all going to be a nice little pasture. This, my rock tower. But, that's all going to be done. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this by the road. That's hay storage right now. So far, the hay has not gone bad, so it's actually really nice. Take a few of this, and we're going to cut it off to about maybe that tree right there. Cut it off, go down the line, and I'm going to build a cabin up here. It's going to be my own little cabin. Well, once we get rid of quite a few things, it's gonna all come together, but right now, that's what we're trying to do right now, is get through the winter. My projects right now is getting that one super broke and that one on barrels, which he's already on barrels, but he needs more tuning before he ever goes to a competition. He's been out a few times and he's done awesome, but he's my money maker right now, and he's gonna be my money maker, so I'm trying to take it slow and make sure he's gonna make it. I don't want to rush it and then him not like barrels. So yeah. And don't mind the alleyway. I have to do the stalls. They were done 2 days ago, but they're outside 24/7, so they don't really go in the stalls much, other than to poop in them. Each stall has 2 buckets, and they each have their own little salt block and toy. And hello, Mama. She's coming to say hi. So far, so good. Okay, Eleven. She's come to eat up Riggs's drop mash, though. Yeah. And so far, so good. Everything's coming to be what I want it to be. Then drink some water. I fill this up for 3 days worth of water, and then once it's 3 days, they usually have about this much water at the bottom that I scrub and dump it. That way it's never dirty. And so yeah. This pool is eventually going to be moved. Everything is going to be redone. This is my grooming bathing rack thingy, I'll call it. But this place is not a horse place. And we do live in the mountains, so it's gonna be a little while before it's gonna look like a usual barn or horse farm. But so far, so good.